Hey everyone, my name is Joe Sutherland. I'm running to be your next CS40 speaker. Tonight I am here to talk to you about bubbles. And bubbles are something that everyone loves. Everyone loves popping bubbles, blowing bubbles, Guinness World Record size bubbles. But most of all, everyone definitely loves the popping the bubbles. I love getting bubble wrap out and just stomping up and down on it. I think everyone else does. But when it comes to WashU and our own personal bubbles, I think a lot of people think differently. We seem to self-segregate within our own dorms, and we close ourselves off from St. Louis. As speaker, this is what I aim to change. That's why, first of all, I founded Party of Six. For those of you who don't know what that is, we take 6 randomly selected students from all across campus and take them out to a dinner where they can break those barriers of segregation. In addition, I've programmed Wiki Casino Night, which won XRHH Event of the Month, and the upcoming Amazing Race, a scavenger hunt across St. Louis. I know that these events have helped form a caring community within WashU. To pop the personal bubble, however, original co-programming is needed. First of all, of course, a requirement of co-programming first of all, but I feel like CS40 could accomplish this by pairing college councils with student union cultural groups such as the TSO or the KSA. As an Associate Justice for Student Union, I've also accrued a lot of experience working with the legislative process here at WashU. Weekly, I spend about 8 hours in meeting with the Constitutional Council and advising Senate and Treasury. One time, a constitutional deliberation even ran until 5 o'clock in the morning. Needless to say, my chemistry class the next morning was not enjoyable. Clearly, I have a firm understanding of what it means to work hard for the student body. Popping the WashU bubble, however, proves to be much more of a challenge. My student union experience has allowed me to make friends with many of the student leaders on campus. As speaker, I will use these connections so CS40 can work much closer with student union next year. For example, I would spearhead CS40's effort with student union to support the new University Bike Path program. I know as speaker that I will remain dedicated to my vision, my bubble vision, if you would please. As speaker, yes, I would like to see weights in the Estra gym. As speaker, yes, I would like to see a rejuvenated swamp so you can play ultimate frisbee without twisting your ankle. I want to see all of us jumping up and down on bubble wrap. However, popping the bubble will not be easy. I need your help as well. Thank you.
Okay, so part of being an exec is being able to describe CS40 to people who maybe don't know what it is in kind of a quick and efficient way. And we call it our elevator speech. So if you were to give an elevator speech about like the mission of CS40, what would you say?
The mission of CS40?
Yeah.
Okay, I basically say that CS40 is one of the largest programming bodies on campus, and that our mission is to improve the 40 and improve the lifestyle of the 40 residents, while also encouraging community participation in the St. Louis Clayton community. And I would also just say that with 3,000 residents and constituents, we can do a lot.
All right. Sure.
A big part of your job will be running assembly. So, what's your favorite part about assembly, and what would you want to change?
My favorite part about assembly? My favorite part of assembly would definitely be the food, hands down. I mean, of course, improvement-wise, I mean, assembly has been run pretty well in the past, and people want to cut assemblies short, but the thing is, if you cut assembly short, then finance requests can't come, and you can't have a quick turnover. So maybe compromising with the middle ground, maybe having so you have one assembly that's a little longer, maybe every 2 weeks, where you could do maybe multiple finance requests and then a short meeting, maybe the next week, maybe half an hour, where you could just get that stuff out of the way. In addition, you could even amend the Constitution, where you could say maybe the finance board would have a little more power and just going ahead and just approving finance requests under $1,000 or something like that.
All right. I'll just start here and go back.
What's your opinion on the relationship between CS40 and class councils, and if elected, how do you see yourself furthering that?
I don't feel like there's enough class council with SU, is what you're saying, between student union and CS40. Although it does happen, we have liaisons, I do feel like so much more could be done. For example, even just funding. I mean, let's say if student union wants to subsidize something, CS40 could subsidize as well, which would definitely allow, I guess, just more cross-cultural and cross-campus participation from all the college councils. And by doing that with the class councils, you could probably, I guess, since there's 3,000 people here on the 40, it would definitely help participation.
You talked about how you would work on the cooperation between South 40 and the student union. And the thing is, I like food, especially potatoes. And I assume you and as well as everybody else like it too, because your favorite part of the assembly is the food. So for some time, the student union took tomatoes away from us, and the sandwiches were not as delicious as they were before. And if such thing were ever to happen again, will you stop it? How will you stop it?
Can I first just address this whole question? You guys know that the tomatoes were taken away to improve Immokalee worker wages, right? And I feel like it's kind of sad that we're obsessed with why we're not getting tomatoes while like 10 minutes away there's a homeless person who can't eat any tomatoes. I definitely feel like we should stop focusing on why we don't have tomatoes and why the homeless people don't have tomatoes.
All right.
You mentioned in your speech like your commitment to CS40 events, and I think that's great, but we are first and foremost students here, and I think you need to be a model student as well. So how will you balance your responsibilities to CS40 while also keeping up with your schoolwork?
Like I said, I've been committed very heavily in the past, you know, staying up till 5 o'clock in the morning on deliberations. So I do feel like I have a very good balancing act going on right now, and I feel like I can continue that in the future. I've sustained, you know, great grades while I've been doing it, so I don't see any problem with me taking that same time commitment.
All right, that's all the time we have for questions.